I just want to talk a little bit about what our graduates are doing. So among the graduates who are here tonight, we know that many of you, listen to that, Dr. Cheek, many of you will be transferring to UNM main campus. Your majors will include nursing, business administration, engineering, film and digital arts, psychology, nutrition, population health, education, art studio, EMS, emergency medical services, and management information systems. And also we have somebody who's going to CNM for radiology. We have somebody going to University of Florida, to NMSU, Highlands University, and the University of Advancing Technology. So thank you. This is very exciting. And we know that some of you are already working in the fields of nursing, IT, business, policing. We're glad to have campus police and whoever is in this audience is in policing, childcare, and retail. We are very proud of you graduates, and we are very proud of the families and friends who supported you through this journey. So let's give a hand to the parents, the children, spouses, you people who work so hard to support our graduates. Let's give them a hand. And now it is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Pamela Cheek, who is Associate Provost at UNM, an award-winning author. Pamela.
Thank you, Chancellor Letney, and thank you all of you for the privilege of being here on your graduation day. I want to tell you that President Stokes and Provost Holloway of the University of New Mexico send their warmest respect and congratulations for your incredible accomplishment today. Congratulations. And I want to tell you, too, that you have done a brilliant, beautiful, crazy thing. All of your friends were binge watching on Netflix or working and turning a dime and maybe like investing some of that money. And you were working and seeing Netflix when you were a little bit too depressed, but you were also finishing your degrees, which is incredible. It was a crazy, crazy thing to do. And we are so proud that you did it. So proud that you stuck with it, that you had the grit, the determination, the caffeine addiction, the ability to turn off Netflix, the family, the friends, the incredible faculty here, the incredible staff here, everybody who made this possible for you today. I want to tell you a little bit about my day really quickly. My day started off picking up my neighbor's toddler and driving him to daycare and singing Ba Ba Black Sheep together. His rendition was a little off, but it's pretty good. And then I went to work and worked on all of the things that you do to try to make sure that students can keep going to school and faculty can keep teaching and staff can keep providing support. And then I ran over to my parents' house, and my dad's 88 and my mom's 85, and they both have a little bit too much dementia, and they need a little bit of care, and they need a little bit of a reminder that life is so beautiful. And now I'm here with you, and I feel like the most privileged person in the world to get to see in one day all of the phases of life in this beautiful world, and to be connected to all of you as I am to that toddler neighbor and to my parents. And what I think about at a moment like this is the people that I want to dedicate something that I've achieved, like just getting through the day or graduating, the people I want to dedicate an achievement to. So I want to encourage you to take a moment to think about who you're dedicating your achievement to today. Maybe it's your grandma. Maybe it's somebody you lost to COVID. Maybe it's the little girl you were who was too shy to talk in class. Maybe it's a buddy who you lost track of along the way. Maybe it's your incredible spouse who supported you. Maybe it's your own child. Maybe it's somebody here in the audience. Dedicate this beautiful achievement. Dedicate your beautiful days ahead. Believe that you are strong because you did something crazy. You made it to graduation. We are so proud. Congratulations.
So we got you a little package of stuff so you could remember us. There you go.
Thank you so much. Go Lobos.
Yes.
And come find me on main campus, those of you who are coming there. You know how to find me, Pamela Cheek, pcheek at unm.edu. You have trouble, you just come my way.
Love it. Oh, you will too. That's wonderful. Thank you, Pamela. I now want to introduce the chairman of our UNM Advisory Board, a terrific leader. Mr. Paul Luna will introduce our commencement speaker. Paul.
Thank you, Dr. Letney. I'm going to change things up just a bit here, if you will bear with me, please. First of all, congratulations to each one of you. He told us how to do this, and I didn't know how to do it. It's not as easy as you said it was.
It is. There we go.
Hello. Thank you all for being here. Congratulations, graduates, families. We appreciate all the work that you have put into this. And I'm going to say the same thing I've been saying for about 100 years. This is just the beginning. Don't make this the end run. Make it your beginning. You heard the invite. UNM is waiting for you, or any other four-year program that you want. So take advantage of it. On behalf of the advisory board members, congratulations to each and every one of you. To our fantastic faculty, whom I've heard nothing but good things when we went through this whole interview process. You had some great representatives. Thank you for all your hard work, for everything you put into UNM-Valencia. It is because of you, and we thank you for that. Mike, you have your SOTA graduates here? Could we have the SOTA graduates stand up, please? Whoa, there they are in fours. Thank you. The reason why I mention this is because I'm a former public school teacher and administrator, and these people took full advantage of dual enrollment. Thank you, Mike, for encouraging them to get them through that. Isn't it great that you can get your associates before you get that high school diploma? That is fantastic. Send that message home to your brothers and sisters and let them know what's available, because it's important. Congratulations, Mike. Thank you for the support. We appreciate that. Before I introduce Daniel, I've got one other thing I want to do. Roberta, could you join us on stage, please? Board members? I don't know how many of you are aware that Chancellor Alice Letney, Dr. Letney, will be retiring now in July after 27 years as Chancellor of UNM-Valencia. Dr. Letney? On behalf of the advisory board and everyone that has walked these halls, we thank you for your dedication. We're glad that Bob brought you to us. We appreciate that so much. We're going to honor you from here on out, and you deserve this rest. So thank you for everything you've done.
Thank you so much, everybody. And I am going to enjoy a rest. I talked to one of our faculty members who retired, and I said, it was Elaine. I said, Elaine, what are you what did you do the first couple of months you were retired? She said, nothing. I rested. I'm going to rest. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Roberta. Retirement is a great gig, I'm going to tell you right now. They pay you whether you want it or not. When I first retired, people asked me, well, what do you live on? I said, I live on a trust fund. I said, a trust fund? I said, yes. I trust my funds are going to be there when I need them. And it works. So you're all headed there eventually. Take your time because you deserve that right now. So, Dr. Letney, thank you. We appreciate all the years that you've put in here, your dedication and your love to UNM-Valencia. Faculty and staff, thank you. We appreciate each one of you. Graduates, this is your night. And just start. This is the beginning. Make it a step into your future because you can do that. I am honored tonight to introduce Daniel. Daniel, it was just a few years ago that you were here, right? Let me tell him something about you. Come on up here. See, this is the fancy law degree that you can be wearing here. That's what Dan has on. He's graduated with his law degree. So Dan is a distinguished alumnus of UNM-Valencia. He graduated in 2014 with an associate degree in criminology. Dan was our all-state Phi Theta Kappa team member and a Coca-Cola scholar.
And I forgot my medal.
Did they bring you a lot of Coke?
No, I didn't get any Coke.
But you got money.
A little bit, yeah.
Cash is good, so we can deal with that.
Buy my own Coke.
In 2015, Dan received his bachelor's degree from UNM with a dual major in criminology and psychology, graduating from both programs with honors. Dan was a student volunteer for the Hispano Chamber. That's why you never volunteer. We know what happens, right? Of Valencia County, from whom he received a scholarship, and since that time has served as a board member, actively participating in the annual Matanza, which awards scholarships to high school students and UNM students. In 2021, Dan was elected as president of the Hispano Chamber. That's why I said when you volunteer, that's what happens. Dan completed his law degree from UNM in the spring of 2020, and he is now an attorney for the law firm of Ryan J. Villa. We are honored that you have come back to visit with us. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here.
The first thing I have to say is thank you so much for the introduction, and thank you so much for inviting me here to speak. I'm so happy to get to share this moment with you, and we both get to be alums of UNM-Valencia. It's something that I'm really proud to share with each and every one of you, and hopefully share with some of your family members someday. When I was asked to come and speak, I thought about the speech that was given to me when I graduated. Not here, it's a different graduation, and I won't say where. But the speaker brought a PowerPoint, and that PowerPoint had graphs, and it had a lot of graphs, and they were very informative, and he was very, very smart guy. But I decided to throw the PowerPoint out the window, and I was just going to come up here and talk to you. And I want to talk about your achievement, the adversity that you went through to come to what you have today. But in order to talk about what you've done, I'm going to talk about me. And they say that the best way to get a lawyer to talk is to ask him about himself. So I want to we heard a little bit about someone's day-to-day, but I'm going to tell you about 8 or so years of my life. So we might be here for a little while, but I promise I have a point. My academic career ended abruptly. When I was in high school, I was about 6 months in, and I decided that high school wasn't my jam. So my parents trained racehorses, and I decided, well, 14's old enough to join the family trade, right? And I did. I did just that. And the New Mexico Education Department didn't miss me. They didn't try to find me, so I was like, everybody's happy. And so when I started with the horse racing, it was all good. It was kosher for years. And there was one day that kind of triggered something in me that I wanted to do something else. So the racetrack moves around during the year. You try to follow the nice weather, but that sometimes doesn't go as planned. It's an early April morning in Farmington, New Mexico. I would say with the wind chill, it was probably about 10 degrees or so. And I was working a horse at the time. And this horse had a saliva control problem, I would say. And it would build up on the horse's mouth. And when it was so windy in Farmington in the spring, that would often fly into the air. And one morning, one kind of developed on the bottom of this horse, I suppose, and caught the air just right. And it was cold enough that it froze a little bit. And by the time it hit me square in the face, it was cold enough to like kind of freeze my face full of horse spit. And I thought to myself, I was like, maybe this wasn't the right choice. And that afternoon, after I got everything cleaned up and I did the rest of my work like I was supposed to, I didn't quit, not that day. And I called up a friend of mine who was at UNM-Valencia, which we, lovingly called the VC at the time. It's hard for me to switch to UNM-Valencia, but I called him up, and I said, hey, what's this college thing like? And he said, well, you got a couple of steps before you can get here, but I'll help you. And he did. And so I got my high school equivalency. I know it's not technically a GED, but I got what is the GED in the high school equivalency, so I could start here at UNM-Valencia. And even though I had friends, I didn't know any of the support staff here. I didn't know any of the faculty members. I didn't know any other students other than one. But I was introduced to a group of really helpful folks and eventually met some really helpful advisors, some of which I can see right now. And I'm so glad that they're still here. It was scary for me, though. I was behind in academics. I really was. When I finally got into English 101, I realized that I wasn't a very good writer, and a lot of the folks who practice against me would still say that I'm not a very good writer. But I think it's improved a little bit. And it was just a daunting and scary process. But even though I thought about saying, well, maybe school's just not for me altogether. High school definitely wasn't, but maybe college isn't either. And I said, well, I'll stick it out. And so I received a level of support from this school that I didn't find anywhere else. And I've been since to a couple of other institutions. After graduating and being in the same spot that you are, I was introduced and I was told, I think it was 2014. I was done here at the campus in 2013, but I decided to come back and participate in the festivities with some of my friends. And I went on to main campus and I got my bachelor's degree. After getting my bachelor's degree in 2015, I said, man, school is just not for me. And I took a couple of years to work. And there was some problems in my family, and there was some health issues that I was really concerned about, and I didn't, even though I considered taking the law school entrance exam, I didn't. I waited. And I'm glad I did, but I ultimately went to law school. I chose UNM Law, even though I had opportunities to go elsewhere and go abroad, but the community was important to me. I still live in Valencia County, even though I drive really far to my firm every day. But the drive is worth it. And I get into law school, and again, it happens, and I'm like, man, I don't know if I should be in school. And the orientation was terrible, and there was just to scare you to death. And I almost said, well, I better get out while I can get my money back. But I decided to stick it out too. I was like, I'm just going to give it a shot, because I met folks who were from Harvard and from Yale and went to Sandia Prep and went to all sorts of other fancy private schools that I didn't know the name of until now. And I stuck it out. And I did pretty well for myself in law school. I did graduate in the top 15% of my law school class. And I stayed here. I stayed local. I joined a small firm. We do like criminal defense and civil rights work, and it's just something that I enjoyed doing, was to be part of my community. And I'm sure a lot of you are sitting out there and you're like, man, this guy really does love to talk about himself. He wasn't lying. But I have a reason. And it's because The adversity and the challenges that I faced were what helped me become the professional and the person that I am today. And I think each and every one of you have individual challenges that you've overcome to be where you are today. And that's so incredibly important, because all of that makes who the professional you're going to be and the person you're going to be. And you've shared one really difficult problem together. I can only imagine that a good part of your education was learning how to deal with Zoom. I know Zoom is a common name to everybody, but being graduates of Zoom U is really impressive, because 3 years ago, I didn't know what Zoom was. Like, what happened to Skype? Like, where did it go? And we switched to Zoom. You obviously took that in stride, because you're the first graduating class where we get to do this in person, where you get to join here with your families and they get to see it in person. You get to go home and you get to celebrate in person. And that's awesome, that you stuck it out while it was difficult, and now you're getting to see the fruits of your labor. Because the adversity that you faced to get here is what's going to carry you wherever you want to go. It's already been mentioned that there's 4-year schools, there's professional degrees, there's graduate schools, and I know not everybody's going to do that. Because for some of you, you might say, well, more school's not for me. But you're going to be able to take the adversity that you faced in what you're celebrating today and apply that to anything in life. And that's something that you have shared together that I didn't experience. It's adversity that I didn't go through. And that's on top of everything else that you deal with on a daily basis. And that's on top of everything else that you've dealt with to be where you are today. So while I agree, and I'm going to echo the sentiments of you can do anything you want to do, whether it be go to more school or take care of family or join the workforce, I want you to celebrate what you've done today and the culmination of the sacrifice and the difficult times you've gone through to get where you are right now. Because what you've done is an amazing accomplishment. And you're the first in-person graduating class of Zoom U. So again, congratulations to the class of 2020. Celebrate today. Thank you.
Open it so you can see what it is. We don't want you to forget UNM. We don't want you to forget, forget us. So I hope it fits.
Well, I love the wrapping.
Goodness.
This is my
Jeannie,
favorite
you wrapped it all out.
Oh, thank you so much.
There you go, my dear.
A UNM polo.
There he goes.
They always say that part of law school is, they say it should be a requirement to take golf. And I tried, and I was so bad at it.
Oh, he'll teach you.
I'm
He's
not-
a golfer.
I'm just not a golfer. Academia worked out, but golfing sure didn't.
Oh, no. Hank will do it for you.
Well, thank you so much.
You're
I won't
welcome.
forget UNM-Valencia. I hope no one forgets their community. Thank you so much for inviting me, and congrats again, everyone.
Thank you, Dan. That was wonderful, Dan. Thank you for those inspiring comments. Jolene Chavez will now recognize some of our students in the audience. Jolene.
What an accomplishment. I am so proud of you. I don't know any one of you, but I'm proud of you. So UNM-Valencia has awarded a National Science Foundation grant which provides scholarships to science, technology, engineering, and math students. We are very proud of our NSF STEM students. Will our National Science Foundation scholars stand, face the audience, and be recognized, please? Anyone? Thank you. Another of our grant program's TRIO Student Support Services is proud to have graduates here tonight. Will our SSSP students please stand and be recognized as well? And finally, we are honored to have graduates who are also in the U.S. military service, who are also U.S. military service members. Will you please stand and be recognized? Thank you.
Aloysia Tabbitt, who also serves on our development board, has been a great supporter of our college, will speak next.
Hello, graduates. I am again honored tonight to recognize several outstanding students from the School of Dreams Academy. Having attended UNM-Valencia's dual credit program, these students are graduating tonight with their associate degrees a week before receiving their high school diplomas. Will our SOTA Valencia graduates face the audience and be recognized, please? Thank you.
We just can't stop talking about the fact people are graduating with an associate degree before their high school degree. We love it. We love it. Belinda Martinez, our board secretary, will recognize our Phi Theta Kappa honor students. I see this sea of gold out there.
A little bit shorter than it. I'd like to also congratulate the ones that have come from the dual credit, because I was a teacher, retired, and it's very special. You pass the word on because it's such an accomplishment. Okay, well, Phi Theta Kappa is our international two-year college honor society. I was honored to be a proud member of our local Beta Zeta chapter when I attended UNM-Valencia several years ago. One of our Phi Theta Kappa students, Luis Orozco, has just been given the New Mexico Distinguished Chapter Officer Award for Leadership. Luis, will you please stand and be recognized? Our two all New Mexico State academic team scholars are Alicia Gales Portillo and Maria Lida Belener. Will you please stand? And now, will all the students of our honor society, the Beta Zeta chapter of Phi Theta Kappa, stand, face the audience, and be recognized? I'm proud of all of you.
Thank you. Thank you, Belinda. Boy, there are a lot of you honor students out there. That's pretty exciting. Next, we have Russell Griego, our advisory board member and former president of our development board. He will introduce our valedictorian. Russell.
Thank you very much. Not a problem. Thank you very much, Russell Griego. Sorry about that. It's my pleasure tonight to introduce our valedictorian, the student who this year achieved the highest grade point average of any full-time student this year. Miriam Garcia is receiving an Associate's in Applied Science in Game Design and Simulation. Miriam's grade point average was 4.27, or in layman's terms, A+. Would everybody please welcome Miriam Garcia. Thank you.
I can stare down a charging dog and stand up here, my hands are shaking. Okay. Long ago, in a galaxy far, far away, the 4 nations lived together in harmony. Then everything changed when the Covenant attacked Harvest. Only the Doomslayer, master of all shotguns and heavy metal, could stop Queen Mira's locust horde. But war never changes. Wait a minute, that doesn't sound right. Hey you're finally awake. Now that I've got your attention, some of you know me, some may only know a face, and others, well, you're probably wondering who the cuss is that. No matter the case, we're all here for one thing: progress. Each of you are sitting in your cap and gown, about to receive a piece of paper that says all those 3 a.m.s, caffeine injected intravenously, and stacks upon stacks of notes and documents were worth every minute. You are the faces of achievement. When you walk out those doors with your parcel of paper, you're starting a new chapter. Each of you will be glowing like a solar fire with the makings of greatness in you. As the revered Gandalf the Grey once said, all we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us. Life is short, something I've been reminded of a lot recently. I'm sure we've all lost some things and some ones these past few years, so don't waste your lives. Break the mold if you have to. Don't think inside the box and stop thinking outside of it. Break the box down. Reconstruct the box. Chew down to the bone and really think about what you want to leave behind when you're gone. A cookie cutter cardboard character that only has 2 dimensions? No thanks. Each of you have talent. I can see it in your eyes. That's why you're here today, is it not? So ask yourself this: what is my purpose in this life? The answer? Your purpose is to use those gifts to bless others. Speaking of, thank you, Mom and Dad, for bearing with my terrible sleep schedule, for my waking up at 4 in the afternoon and plugging away until 6 in the morning the next day, as well as being my classmates for the first semester of college. Thank you, sisters, for playtesting every one of my video games. And thank you, Professor Ian Birch, for everything you taught me in my educational career, which will be getting my... These words are so tiny. You prepared me for the next step in my educational career, which will be getting my bachelor's in game art and animation at the University of Advancing Technology in Arizona. Thank you, staff and faculty, for making this event possible, as well as your dedication to your students. I'm sure each student has a professor whom they admire and who has helped them through their degree or certificate. Thank you. Family is not just the blood you share, but the experiences you fight through together. Family will be there to the end of the line. So, thank you, families, who are here today supporting the students of tomorrow. The last couple of years have been rough, to put it bluntly. But thank you, students, for sticking it out. Despite the odds being stacked against you, you are all here today. And that says something about who you are. Some of you are first-generation graduates and have climbed great heights to be here. Congratulations to all of you guys. And thank you, Heavenly Father, for the strength and wisdom to be here today. Be with these achieving students as they move on to accomplish further things in their lives. As Dowd, Master Assassin of Dunwall, once said, we make our choices and take what comes, and the rest is void. So take a leap of faith and let today be the start of something great. Thank you all. Adios, adieu, do svidania, auf Wiedersehen. See you all later. Oh, and if you don't get those references, just ask your nerd friends. God bless everybody.
Miriam, here's your Valencia 2022 class valedictorian. Miriam, there you go, and look at the camera. And a little gifty from us, so you remember us. And congratulations, and we look forward to what's next in your future. Okay. And now we are pleased to have Dean Musselwhite, Trinity Carrillo, and Cheryl Bryan to present our Excellence in Teaching Awards.
Expectation, thank you, at UNM-Valencia, that our faculty members are deeply committed to the quality of teaching that they provide, seeking specific learning outcomes that will demonstrate the skills and knowledge students gain from their courses. With that in mind, the Excellence in Teaching Awards recognize the outstanding work being done in the classroom. These awards are determined by student voting as compiled by student government officers. Our first award is for our full-time faculty member of the year, Sarah Hayward. Sarah couldn't be here this evening, but I will accept it on her behalf and give it to her soon. Then, for our part-time faculty member of the year, Liz Axelrod. Congratulations, Liz. Yay. We get a picture. Thank you, guys. At this time, before we start our degree conferral, I would also like to recognize another award winner, Assistant Professor of Chemistry, Dr. Jerry Godbout, the recipient of the UNM Systems Branch Campus Tenure Track Teacher of the Year Award. Congratulations, Jerry. Jerry, please stand up.
I think it's time, graduates, to receive your degrees and certificates. Dr. Musselwhite.
All right, this evening we will be conferring upon you your degrees. This accomplishment has come as a result of long hours of work and will constitute the foundation for the rest of your educational and professional careers. You and your families should all be very, very proud. When I state your name and degree, please come forward, take your certificate or degree from your division chair, and then face the audience for a picture before you leave the stage. So to begin, I'd like to invite Dr. Stephen Takach, Chair of the Division of Business and Industrial Technologies. Please join me to grant degrees to the graduates from that division. Will the candidates for the degree of Associate of Arts in Business Administration please stand and approach the podium? Angelica Diaz, honors. Sarah Fuchs, honors Phi Theta Kappa. Alicia Godfrey. Jacob Luna, honors, Phi Theta Kappa. Tanya Madrid, honors, Phi Theta Kappa, also getting a degree in integrative studies. Alondra Mijares Esquivel. Megan Owen, Phi Theta Kappa. Savannah Padilla. Nayeli Resendiz Romero, honors, Phi Theta Kappa. Will the candidates for the degree of Associate of Applied Science in Game Design and Simulation please stand and approach the podium? Miriam Garcia, honors, Phi Theta Kappa. Isabella Mitchell. Will the candidates for the degree of Associate of Applied Science in Information Technology please stand and approach the podium? Emily Flores, honors. Luis Orozco, honors, Phi Theta Kappa. Christy Vessels, honors, Phi Theta Kappa. Would Joseph Poole, Chair of the Division of Health Sciences and Nursing Program Director, please join me in granting degrees to the graduates from that division? Will the candidate for the degree of Associate of Science in Emergency Medical Services please stand and approach the podium? Oh, all right. Will the candidates for the degree of Associate of Science in Nursing please stand and approach the podium? Alicia Galas Portillo, honors, Phi Theta Kappa. Also getting a degree in general science. Samantha Mora. Devin Pohl. Would Anna June from the Division of Humanities please join me in granting degrees to the graduates from that division? Will the candidates for the degree of Associate of Arts in Art Studio please stand and approach the podium? Maria Fuentes, honors. Dominic Ochoa, honors. Will the candidate for the degree of Associate of Arts in Film and Digital Arts please stand and approach the podium? Annalicia Sena, Honors, Phi Theta Kappa. Will the candidates for the degree of Associate of Integrative Studies please stand and approach the podium? Teresa Funka, Honors, Phi Theta Kappa. Adrian Alexander Jones, Honors, Phi Theta Kappa. Veronica Romero Manjares. Will the candidates for the degree of Associate of Arts in Liberal Arts please stand and approach the podium? Trinity Carrillo, Honors, Phi Theta Kappa, also receiving a degree in Integrative Studies. Ireli Acosta. Selena Gonzalez. Jessica Hopkins. Gloriana Jaramillo, Honors, Phi Theta Kappa. Jorge Madera. Sergio Mejia. Denise Mondragon. Heidi Nelson, Honors. Maricela Romero. Maria Lita Vellner, Honors, Phi Theta Kappa. Would Dr. Ariel Ramirez, Chair of the Division of Mathematics, Engineering, and Computer Science, please join me in granting degrees to the graduates from that division? Will the candidates for the degree of Associate of Science in Pre-Engineering please stand and approach the podium? Brittany Lundstrom, National Society of Collegiate Scholars. Edward Tyree. Would Dr. Melanie Sanchez Dinwiddie, Chair of the Division of Science and Wellness, please join me in granting degrees to the graduates from that division? Will the candidates for the degree of Associate of Science in General Science please stand and approach the podium? Alicia Arbuckle, Honors, Phi Theta Kappa. Christine Carter. Kevin Garcia, Honors, Phi Theta Kappa. Ashley McElroy, Honors. Sonia Magali Mundo Perez, Honors, also receiving degrees in Medical Assistant and Phlebotomy Technician. Emily Neinsinger. Guadalupe Rodriguez, honors. Would Dr. Julia So, Chair of the Division of Social Sciences, please join me in granting degrees to the graduates from that division? Will the candidates for the degree of Associate of Arts in Criminology please stand and approach the podium? Alejandro Diaz. Marcos Hernandez. Will the candidate for the degree of Associate of Arts in Early Childhood Education please stand and approach the podium? Michelle Murphy, honors, Phi Theta Kappa. Will the candidates for the degree of Associate of Arts in Education please stand and approach the podium? Maria Garcia, Phi Theta Kappa. Felipe Madrid, honors, Phi Theta Kappa. Will the candidates please rise? By the power vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of New Mexico, I confer upon each of you your degree, admitting you to all of its rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Is there another candidate? Oh, come.
Oh!
No, come on. Yes. Wait. Dr. Sultan. Everyone, this is Elizabeth Martinez. And she graduates with honors. All right, let's try it one more time.
Any more? No?
All right, now the fun part. Following the time-honored traditions of higher education, please take your tassel, currently on the right side of your mortarboard, and move it to the left side. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2022. Congratulations, everyone. You may be seated.
Congratulations, graduates. Audience, will you remain standing as the graduates, faculty, and the platform party leave the building?